Your life.
To na Instagram też robimy?
Yeah. Hey guys, so we decided to start something pretty cool. Hopefully you'll like it. And stop talking Polish right now. Everything is live. We are on YouTube, we are on Instagram.
Okay, but if someone's gonna write us a text on Instagram, we're not gonna see.
I know, we're gonna respond later on, don't worry. So basically we want to begin with doing Keto Talks. Keto Talks from Keto Couple. And today I wrote down some of the questions that we were asked on our Instagram account. And yeah, let's start with the episode number 1 of the Keto Talks. Introduction. So let us tell our stories. So how did we actually, let's start, how did we met?
Meet?
How did we meet, yes.
Okay, we met about 2 years ago. It was a funny story because Matthew first met my dad. I don't know where should I talk, but yeah, that's how. I mean, Matthew first met my dad, and my dad told Matthew about me because I was still in Europe, in Poland, and they were here in California. And so of course my father told Matthew that he has a daughter and she's your age. He was talking to you, right? And you you sent me a message on Facebook, and I saw the message, but I didn't reply, and I got so mad, and I called my dad, and I'm like, why are you telling some strange guy about me, and why is he texting me, blah, 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 blah. So 3 months later, I came here to California, and you were at that time because it was Christmas, so Matthew went to Poland, and I came here. He didn't know that I was coming here. Well, I didn't even know I'm gonna end up in California because I just came to Florida, but that's another story. And it was New Year's Eve, and I met your mom, and we spent the night together with your mom.
New Year's Eve, yeah.
Yes, and my dad called you on FaceTime, and you started talking, and then I grabbed the phone, and I'm like, well, I'm here.
Yeah, he passed the phone to you.
Yes, and you were surprised because he didn't know that I'm coming. And 3 days later, you had a plane back to the States. So we met 3 days later, and it was love from first sight.
Love at the first sight.
Yeah. That was how we met.
She cooked a very good, tasty soup.
I love to cook, and I think I'm pretty good at cooking. I never learned, but I have a good taste. But that was the worst thing I could cook. That was like a chicken noodle soup. That's what you use in here in the United States. That's what you call it. But it was the worst soup I've ever made. And you ate it.
And I ate it, and I loved it. And it went through the stomach to my heart, and we got together, right? And yeah, so that's how we met. So even though Klaudia was living in Poland, I just moved actually a few months before that back to the United States. And I just flew to Europe just for Christmas time. And Klaudia was just visiting for Christmas time here in the United States. So it looked like we'll never meet. But God wanted it, and it happened. We finally met here on January 3rd, and then it all started. Like we knew that it's going to happen.
I already knew because I had to go back to Europe for 5 weeks, and when I went there, I told all my friends that, oh my God, I found my future husband. I know we didn't even we didn't date. We just saw
we had
each
maybe
other,
2 encounters. That's it. We spent 1 full day together, 24 hours with networking event and stuff like that. I took her on a trip throughout Southern California. We got lost like a few times, and
It ended like with a party with our
yeah, it ended up with
community
a party
community.
on visiting a friend's house, and we started talking. We ended up the party like 9 a.m.
Yeah, and everyone in there, they said that, oh my God, you have to be together.
Yeah.
It was such a great, yeah.
And
Yeah, that was crazy.
Claudia then left to Europe to Poland. I said, that's it. She's not gonna come back. And I was pretty bad mood. But then we started right before she left to Poland. We started like exchanging like songs, like and got romantic and more romantic every single song.
All the time.
And we were talking like until 3 or 4 a.m.
Because there's a time difference, 9 hours. So whenever I remember when I was like waking up, you were going to sleep, and the opposite. So we were all the time FaceTiming each other.
Yeah, well,
Like for
all the time.
really like 3 hours, we're just like talking and looking at each other. It was just crazy.
Sometimes we were just looking at each other.
Yeah,
like,
you were doing your stuff, I was doing my stuff, but we were like, you know, on.
yeah, she was there. And
Yeah.
so I was always waking up to her message. And obviously it was just we weren't together this time. We're just
Yeah, we were
hi.
together.
Actually the funny thing is another funny thing is we started using Sir and Madame instead of just
Yeah.
Claudia and Matthew or Mateusz, right? So we were like really treating each
fun.
other with respect, like highest respect. Obviously for fun, more or less. Obviously we knew each other, but we weren't like she said dating or anything. We weren't together, and we were like FaceTiming all that time.
Yeah.
So and after that she came back and we got officially together in March. So like 6 weeks later, and 2 months later we
We moved in
moved
together.
in together, and
Everything was quick.
2 months later we got engaged. 2 months later we were already in Poland looking at the places we want to use as a venue for our wedding, and
A
we
year
started.
later, we got
2
married.
months later we started sending invitations, and a year later on July 20th, the day that I dreamt of happened. We got married. So maybe if you follow us on Facebook, not the Keto Wise account, but our personal accounts, you can find our pictures from the wedding. Few
Yeah,
of them.
I think end of this week we're gonna finally get our wedding
Yeah,
pictures.
we'll
because
post some
it's
more.
So long, but
But we were posting on our Instagram account from the honeymoon. We went to Greece, to Santorini.
yeah.
We
it's so
started
fun.
actually before the wedding. We flew into Paris. We were traveling through Paris. Then we actually our first and last step was Paris too. We went in Italy, Sorrento, close to Amalfi Coast. But Greece was beautiful.
Yeah,
Uh,
we do recommend Greece.
Definitely
100%.
Santorini. Next trip is going to be to Mykonos, but Santorini is a beautiful place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how we met, and during that time we got moved together. We had our like evening times where we were eating and watching TV, and we're just learning about each other. Right, this was a process, and I had pretty straight plan before I met Claudia. So I wanted to make sure that she understands that there's going to be a lot of uncomfortable situation because I have the growth mindset, 100%. And Netflix, I'm not a Netflix partner. I'm not a partner to watch TV. But I was thinking easy back then because, like I said, I'm still in love, but I was so amazed by her presence that I couldn't even think about like reading a book or anything. So I was only thinking all the time about her and seeing her and everything. And then we started preparing for the wedding, so it was a different story. But I always knew that I want to have a clear, pretty much structure of my life, and I want to work towards something. So it means a lot of hard work and dedication. So part of it is obviously our eating habits. And Claudia's eating habits were pretty straight up horrible.
Yeah.
Coke, not Diet Coke, eating carbs all the time, eating
I
late,
love junk food. I love
Junk food.
eating late. I love eating all the time.
cookies,
I
sweets.
never followed any diet. Nothing. I just ate whatever I wanted because I never had like a purpose. or like a goal set in my mind. I always, of course, wanted to have like a nice body, blah blah blah. But I never had like this thing that I can, for instance, if you want to, for instance, if I met Matthew, right? If I wasn't with Matthew, I wouldn't care if I'm fat or if I'm eating late or whatever. But of course, when I met him and I saw his lifestyle, and he told me about his past, that he was into like bodybuilding and all kind of diets that he had. And when we met, I wasn't in a good body condition, and you also weren't in your dream body, because it was, of course, Christmas time.
Yeah.
So
came back from vacation. Yeah, it was one of my worst physiques. I gained so much more weight.
Yeah, you were devastated, but I was like, well, I don't really care. But yeah, after getting to know each other, I understood, and Matthew also taught me about eating, and why shouldn't you eat this and that, and why should you eat more of this. So you opened like my eyes in the beginning, because like I said, I've never followed any diet, nothing. I was just eating whatever I like and I want. So that was like my first step into healthy, not even healthy eating, but understanding what are you eating.
Yeah, that was a pretty big move. And then I think during the time I somehow introduced you to keto.
I remember when we were, I was still in Poland, and you said that you're eating, that you're starting like breakfast at 3 p.m. And I was like, oh my God, are you crazy?
Fasting.
Yeah, and that was the first thing. But then I realized that, well, I'm not eating like at